These days it feels like the whole world is racing headfirst into electric vehicles, convinced they are the future. Behind the scenes, Honda is quietly working on something so bold that even giants like China and Elon Musk have not seen it coming. Instead of following the EV trend, Honda has built an engine that could send shockwaves through the entire automotive industry. While everyone else is focused on electric, Honda is preparing to unleash a machine that could change the game forever. According to Honda's CEO, this is not just an upgrade, it is a full-on revolution set to reshape the entire EV landscape. Imagine an engine that does not use petrol, does not need to be plugged in, and could actually outperform electric cars. It sounds unbelievable, but this could be the unexpected development that changes the future of driving. To understand how Honda turned the EV world upside down, we must look back at the man who started it all, Soichiro Honda. Soichiro was not a typical corporate boss in a suit sitting in a glass office. Instead, he was a true hands-on innovator, usually found in a workshop with grease on his hands and his eyes fixed on his next idea. Born in 1906 to a blacksmith father, Soichiro grew up surrounded by tools. He fixed bicycles and worked with engines from a young age. Speed fascinated him, and he carried an unshakable belief that he could build something extraordinary. His journey did not start with sleek cars or roaring motorcycles. Surprisingly, his first venture was about piston rings, the small but critical engine parts most people barely notice. In 1937, he launched a modest company called Tokai Seiki to supply parts to Toyota. It was not glamorous and the road was far from smooth. Then came World War II, which destroyed his factory and forced him to start over from scratch. But Soichiro did not quit. After the war, Japan was in disarray. Gas was scarce and people needed a cheap way to get around. In 1946, Soichiro got creative. He attached old military generator engines to bicycles and the first Honda motorcycle was born. It was rough, but it worked. 2 years later, in 1948, he officially launched the Honda Motor Company. From that simple motorized bike, Honda took off. Soon their motorcycles were not just rolling, they were dominating. Honda bikes won races and broke records, proving that Japan could build machines as tough and fast as anything from the West. Then came the cars. Honda did not just put wheels on a box, they built engines that were full of life. Their cars were simple, speedy, and dependable. Driving a Honda was not just about transportation, it was about enjoyment. The Honda name became a legend. Today they produce more engines than anyone else on the planet. Whether it is motorcycles, cars, jets, or even Formula One racers, Honda is likely behind it. From a man with oily hands to a global powerhouse, that is the Honda story. Honda is a strong brand name for cars. Every year they sell over 4 million vehicles, making them the 7th largest car maker in the world. But it is not just about numbers. Honda has a knack for making cars that are reliable and filled with innovation, all while keeping things smart and smooth. Take the Honda Accord, for example. It is widely considered one of the best. In just the first half of 2017, Honda sold over 161,000 Accords. That is no accident. People choose Hondas because they are cars you can count on, whether it is your first vehicle or your fifth. Honda is not just about building dependable cars, they are always looking toward the future. In the 1970s, they introduced the CVCC engine, a game changer that met strict US emissions rules. Then came the VTC system, which allowed smaller engines to perform like larger ones. Honda has always pushed limits. They were also among the first to roll out hybrid cars in the US, proving that eco-friendly could still be exciting. Now they are working on something new. It is not a hybrid and it is not fully electric. It is something entirely different. Honda asked a big question. How do we keep engines great and make them green? Their answer is hydrogen fuel cells. These are not typical electric systems. They are quick, smooth, and feel like driving a classic car, except they are super clean. There is no noise, no smoke, and no gas, just water vapor and instant eco-friendly power. So, can Honda's hydrogen CR-V outshine EVs? There's a lot of buzz around this question. First, charging time. EVs can take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours to charge, depending on the charger. The CR-V is ready in just 3 to 5 minutes, about as fast as filling a gas tank. That is not just convenient, it is a game changer. Then there is range. Most EVs offer 200 to 300 miles per charge. The hydrogen CR-V goes further, reaching close to 400 miles on a full tank. For road trips or busy days, those extra miles mean fewer stops and less stress. Now, let us talk about being green. Electric vehicles produce zero emissions while driving, which is excellent. But the CR-V goes even further. Its fuel cell emits only water vapor. No large batteries are required, and there are no concerns about the environmental impact of manufacturing or disposing of them. Honda is not trying to destroy EVs, but the CR-V's speed, range, and eco-friendly nature make it a serious competitor. Right now, electric vehicles have more charging stations, and most people can charge at home. But hydrogen stations are expanding quickly in places like California, Japan, Germany, and China. Honda's strategy is not an outright rejection of battery electric technology, but a broadening of the portfolio. The new CR-V fuel cell model itself is a symbol of this integration. It utilizes a fuel cell system co-developed with General Motors, achieving significant cost reduction and performance improvements. Furthermore, it features a plug-in function, allowing for short battery-only drives around town, effectively making it a hybrid of both technologies and offering the best of both worlds when needed. The challenges for hydrogen adoption remain, primarily the need for a more extensive refueling network. However, significant investments are being made globally to address this. Governments and private industries are collaborating to build more hydrogen stations, driven by the recognition that hydrogen is crucial for decarbonizing not only transportation, but also industrial and energy sectors. Electric vehicles are popular, but they face challenges. Long charging times, limited range, rising electricity costs, and battery concerns are frustrating for some drivers. That is why hybrids, plug-ins, and now hydrogen cars like the CR-V are gaining attention. Honda did not put this technology in a strange prototype, they placed it in a CR-V, a family favorite that millions already trust. It feels familiar, but now it is cleaner, faster, and even more impressive. Will hydrogen replace EVs? No, it does not need to. Even capturing a portion of the market can change how we think about clean driving and push car manufacturers to improve. Honda's move into hydrogen power is a significant step. This is not just about cool cars, it is part of a major global shift. Countries and companies are racing to find the cleanest and smartest ways to power our future. Electric cars are just one piece of the puzzle. The clean energy world is full of competition and big ideas.